WWE superstar Rhea Ripley recently took to social media to issue an exasperated message directed at her fans. This has prompted wrestling veteran Vince Russo to question her about her pro wrestling career. The Eradicator recently went through a harrowing experience where she was swarmed by a number of fans in Paris attempting to get a picture with her. The situation left her unable to open her cab door, which she mentioned in her social media post. While several WWE stars have supported her, Vince Russo thinks that this is just a part of the pro wrestling business. Speaking on the latest episode of Writing with Russo, the WWE veteran stated, "My first question to her would be, what type of business did you think you were getting into, okay? You got into the sports entertainment business to be a celebrity and make a lot of money. This comes with celebrity. You want your privacy? You don't want people to hound you? You don't want people to know who you are? Then you are probably in the wrong business." What exactly did the WWE star have to say about the incident? Rhea Ripley seemed very frustrated in her social media post and directly urged fans to be more sensible. Taking to X, the Eradicator stated, "Remember, we are people. Do not swarm me or anyone like a pack of rabid zombies. No one should ever be pushed up against an Uber driver's door and completely mobbed like I just experienced. Use common courtesy and humanity. No means no. WTF." This isn't the first time she's experienced something like this. It remains to be seen how she deals with the matter going forward. WWE superstar Rhea Ripley, one of the most dominant figures in professional wrestling today, has once again found herself at the center of heated controversy. Known as Mommy to fans of the Judgment Day, Ripley has carved out a reputation as one of the toughest and most compelling stars of this era. However, her recent outburst directed at critics, fellow wrestlers, and even the WWE system itself has sparked a wave of backlash from wrestling veterans. One outspoken legend even went so far as to claim that Ripley might be in the wrong business if she cannot handle the pressure that comes with being a top star. This fiery comment has since become the subject of widespread debate among WWE fans, with many questioning whether Ripley's attitude is justified or if she truly crossed a line. The outburst that shook fans. The situation began when Ripley reportedly expressed frustration following a series of online criticisms about her character direction and WWE's booking of the Judgment Day. While Ripley is often praised for her charisma and presence, detractors have argued that WWE sometimes relies too heavily on her image rather than building meaningful stories. In response, Ripley fired back during an unfiltered live appearance and on social media, accusing fans of being too fickle and suggesting that many critics don't understand what it takes to be in this business. Her words were sharp, unapologetic, and dripping with intensity. While some supporters admired her confidence, others felt the remarks bordered on disrespectful. In the wrestling industry, which thrives on passionate fan support, such a stance is risky and can alienate portions of the audience. A veteran steps in. It didn't take long for a veteran voice to weigh in. During a recent podcast, a retired WWE legend, who has been known for speaking candidly, reacted to Ripley's comments. The veteran made it clear that while Ripley is one of the most talented stars on the roster, she may need to reconsider her mindset. If Rhea Ripley thinks she's too good for fan criticism, or if she's going to lash out every time somebody questions her, then maybe she's in the wrong business, the veteran bluntly stated. This comment struck a chord because it touched on a larger truth about the nature of professional wrestling, the relationship between performer and audience. Unlike other forms of entertainment, wrestling thrives on live reactions, online debates, and passionate fan involvement. Why Ripley's reaction hit so hard? Ripley is not the first WWE star to clash with fans or critics. Legends like John Cena, Roman Reigns, and even Stone Cold Steve Austin have had to deal with hostile crowds or skepticism. What makes Ripley's situation stand out is that she is still in the prime of her career, riding high as one of WWE's most marketable female wrestlers. Her outburst created a sense of vulnerability. Fans who once viewed her as untouchable suddenly saw cracks in her armor. To some, it was refreshing to see her raw emotion. To others, it was proof that maybe she wasn't ready for the pressure cooker environment that comes with being WWE's centerpiece attraction. The wrong business debate. The veteran's comment that Ripley might be in the wrong business struck a nerve with many. Was it an exaggeration, or does it carry weight? Professional wrestling is notoriously demanding. The schedule is grueling, the spotlight is relentless, and the fan base is among the most vocal in all of sports and entertainment. If a performer struggles with criticism, it can create long-term challenges. Unlike actors or musicians, wrestlers don't just perform, they constantly interact with fans in real time, both in arenas and online. By suggesting Ripley is in the wrong business, the veteran wasn't dismissing her talent, but rather pointing out that mental resilience is as important as physical strength. To succeed in WWE long-term, a star must embrace every cheer, every boo, and every social media firestorm as part of the job. Ripley's history of defiance. Rhea Ripley has always thrived on pushing boundaries. From her days in NXT UK to her current reign as one of WWE's most biggest global stars, she's built her reputation on being unapologetic and rebellious. She's not afraid to stand up to authority figures, male wrestlers, or fan expectations. This fiery personality is part of what makes her so popular. It's also what creates situations like this one. Ripley's defiance is her greatest strength in the ring, but outside of it, it can sometimes be perceived as arrogance. Support from fans and peers. Despite the backlash, Ripley continues to enjoy massive support from her fan base. Many argued online that the veteran's criticism was unfair and outdated. This isn't the 1980s anymore. Stars today deal with 1,000 times more criticism because of social media. Rhea has every right to defend herself, one fan wrote. Even some WWE peers have publicly sided with Ripley. Members of the Judgment Day, including Dominic Mysterio and Damian Priest, hinted in interviews that Ripley is simply misunderstood. They praised her for being fearless and for standing her ground when others might choose to stay silent. WWE's perspective. Behind the scenes, WWE reportedly has mixed feelings about the incident. On one hand, controversy often fuels fan engagement, and Ripley's outburst has kept her name trending across platforms. On the other hand, WWE officials are said to be cautious about alienating fans, especially as Ripley plays such a crucial role in driving ticket sales and merchandise. It's possible that the company may even use the situation to fuel a storyline, blurring the lines between reality and scripted drama, a tactic WWE has mastered for decades. The bigger picture. At its core, the debate around Ripley highlights an important conversation in modern wrestling, the balance between performer vulnerability and fan expectation. Today's WWE stars exist in a hyper-connected world where every move, promo, and tweet is scrutinized instantly. Unlike past generations, there's no escape from the 24/7 spotlight. For someone like Ripley, who has risen to the top at such a young age, learning to navigate this world is part of her evolution. Whether she is in the wrong business or not, one thing is clear: her journey is far from over, and every controversy only adds to her legend. What's next for Rhea Ripley? Looking ahead, Ripley's next steps will be crucial. Will she double down on her defiance, continuing to push back against critics? Or will she take the veteran's advice to heart and adjust her approach to fan interactions? If history is guided by Ripley, won't back down. She's always embraced the role of disruptor, and this situation is no different. Expect her to use the criticism as fuel both inside the ring and out of it. In the unpredictable world of WWE, today's controversy can be tomorrow's storyline. Ripley may yet turn this negative press into her next great chapter, proving once again that she's not only in the right business, but destined to define it. Rhea Ripley's recent outburst has sparked a heated debate in the wrestling community. While her critics, and especially one outspoken WWE veteran, believe her attitude shows weakness and suggest she might be in the wrong business, her supporters argue she is simply standing her ground in an era where stars face unprecedented scrutiny. Love her or hate her, one thing is undeniable: Ripley commands attention, and in WWE, that's the most valuable currency of all. Whether she adjusts her approach or continues to lean into controversy, her name will remain on fans' lips, and her presence will continue to dominate arenas around the world.